Road Atlanta is a special track. It's one of the few circuits on the Formula Drift schedule. Like, this is a real deal racetrack, and for us to be out here, it's such an awesome facility. It's a fun track to drive. It's difficult. Like, can you make it around? Can anyone? Yes, but to do it right, it's hard, man. And car setup is huge here.
You know, this track is a road course, and it's really fast. It's fast for a very, I guess, short moment of time. Initiation's really quick, and then going up the hill is quick. But then we have one of the tightest sections of the whole series inside the keyhole. It's very slow, kind of technical, and you gotta build speed coming back out of it to get down the hill. So it's a very technical, very dynamic track, and on top of all that, there's a lot of elevation changes.
Speeds at this track are just outrageous. I think it's the fastest entry here. So we really focused on trying to get the speed coming up the hill throughout this practice session. I think we achieved it. Like, we were cooking coming up the hill, but it made it a little bit difficult to drive everywhere else. So my team and I went over some things, and let's say we went like 100%, we need to back it down to like 60 and see what that gets us. Making a car fast is great, but making a car fast and easy to drive, that's the difficult part. So going into tomorrow, I'm gonna hope that the weather holds up, because skies are looking gray and there's word of rain, but backing it down a little bit, focusing on my driving and really hitting my marks, because we might have missed that a little bit.
We had different approaches. He told me what he's gonna do in practice. I decided to do something else. I think we're both doing what suits our driving style and how our cars are built, but they are different approaches. Either way, I felt like I was getting where I want to be with the car. I felt like it was easy to drive, yet it was getting fast. And I know Matt was stepping it up as well, and he was very happy with how fast his car felt. So practice Thursday in Atlanta went pretty well. I really can't complain. We got some speed out of the car, and we kept it drivable, which has kind of been my whole motif this whole season. Honestly, we're just going through it. The guys are aligning it, making sure that it is as good as we started practice for tomorrow. Tomorrow's qualifying. We got a short burst of practice and then going right into qualifying. So we're in practice right before qualifying, and trying to figure out the perfect run, really, because I want to qualify well here. So bouncing ideas, actually getting feedback from my spotter and trying to make it better. There's definitely room for improvement, but hey man, that's what keeps me going. It's you can always drive these cars harder, faster, and it just looks way more fluid and more aggressive. It never ends.
Just finished the first qualifying round, got a 91. Definitely not bad, but definitely not good. Like, the scores are, it's high this year. But I'm feeling good, definitely know where I can improve. The only thing that's getting, throwing us a curveball is that the sun is going down, and that means that the track is gonna grip up. It always grips here. Like, there's a big difference between the middle of the day and when the sun goes down. So having to see how much to loosen up the car to keep it the same feeling for the driver is the difficult part, because up until this point, we really haven't done any nighttime stuff, so we just have to go off data from previous years. But I think we have a good idea, but it's going to be part guesswork. But qualifying round number 2 coming up.
Chevrolet Corvette. The Beast from the Bay, Matt Field. Initiates. Locks up. Back wheel. Big handbrake pull there. Now comes in to the first outer zone. The second working it out. Definitely utilizing those heat wave sunglasses. Now into this final front clip. Matt Field here. So an 84 for Matt Field. Odi Bakchis, Falcon Tires. Wheel suspension, S14. Coming up the hill. The infamous horseshoe. Being approached by our points leader. Back-to-back winner in Long Beach and in Orlando. Can he do it again here in Atlanta? What was the first and now is the last front clipping point. The scores are in for Odi Bakchis. 96, a 96, a great score for him.
Qualifying's done. I didn't do too good. Fifth again? Fifth?
I think I'm in 5th. First run was disheartening 93. It's disheartening 93, right? It's crazy, but that's because there's like 98 and whatever. So, but it's done with. We got rain to worry about tomorrow. We got to focus on what we're gonna do. Yeah. So, whole different game tomorrow. Let's go to driver's meeting. All right, Matt. It's freaking game day. We're on the same side of the bracket.
I know. So that means before finals, count 4. Count 4.
All right.
Game on.
Game on, man. We've been sharing a lot of data.
Yeah.
So I think
at some point that stops. Yeah, just so everybody's aware. Like data share, and then like probably top 16 is when it kind of stops.
That's when we start kind of going like,
yeah. What didn't I tell him? What didn't I tell him that I'm going to do?
And what else do I have in my toolbox?
Yeah.
What can I think of right now?
One's going to rise to the occasion, and one's going to be watching from the sidelines. Here we go, Matt Field and Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones qualifies higher, so he leads first in that top. Edelbrock, 370Z, Matt Field in tow. At Falcon Tires. Oh boy, look at that. Matt Field slides right up to the side of Matt Field. And now bringing it out of the keyhole. Matt Field dropping back a little bit here. I'll tell you what, the chase position in practice, can he mimic that once again? Is he 100% as Matt Field initiates strongly into that first front clip, that Falcon Tires Borla exhaust Corvette built by the Drift Cave. The Beast from the Bay gets that second outer zone tight to that front clip, just barely scuffing it. And now coming back down the hill into that final front clip. And Matt Field looking good out front. Jeff, and now we go to the judges. Left for Jones or right for Matt Field. Walking and up into that first outer zone and then into that second outer zone. Mohan shortens it up to gain some ground. Here we go. Kyle Mohan initiates. Whoa, Odi Bakchis right there. A bit of a straight line approach, really locking him up as Mohan, but Odi keeps his composure. Mohan ripping up the hill. Oh, and Odi taps him. Mohan stays in it. Two gladiators on the track. Well, yeah, this could be very detrimental to our points leader.
So I felt like my clutch might have been slipping a little bit. It might be totally fine, but we got time, and you know this stuff goes, man. If you have the slightest little like hint that something's not right, just do it.
Yeah. You're pretty in tune with your car. If you think that it's slipping, it probably is.
I've done exactly opposite of that to myself plenty of times, where I'm like, oh, that doesn't feel right. Oh, you'll be fine. Nope. We're changing some stuff out, and honestly, that QuickTime bell housing this could be a whole lot worse if we weren't using the QuickTime bell housing, because the slave cylinder is literally bolted into the QuickTime bell housing. The QuickTime has provision for it. So we just scoot it out of the way and work on stuff. And very thankful about that right now.
Unlike Odi's car, mine, A-okay, A-okay. Sucks for him, but also, he's very fortunate that I'm so generous to let him use my trailer, don't you think? So fortunate, Odi.
Alright, I think we got the drivetrain issue figured out, or what we thought was an issue. I was just being extra safe. And it's raining really bad, so honestly, we'll see how it goes. Now I got to put that behind me and focus on a wet setup and do my best out here.
Goals. Osbo leading, Field in the chase position. Our first battle, top 16. Osbo throws it in, gets out the rumble strip, hits the puddle, and Matt Field backs it in. Not the backwards that you were looking for, but that will be an incomplete run for Matt Field in the chase. Here we go. Matt Field in that lead position. And Frederick Osbo in the chase. Around that first front clip, Matt Field now looking a lot more comfortable up front, but Frederick Osbo, no mistakes from him so far. In order to offset that big mistake and that spin, that 360 by Matt Field, Frederick Osbo will need to make a large mistake such as Matt Field did. Exiting out of the keyhole, no problem for Matt Field now, looking really good up front. Good proximity from Osbo. Matt Field the base of the bay. And it looks like all signs are going to say Osbo. Seeing that wheel speed kick up. And look at Forrest Wang, very brave in that chase position, mimicking his angle. Like I said, Forrest Wang, familiar with the wet track, as he has a wet track. He formerly had a track at his shop. And look at him right there on the door. Odi getting out to the outside zone. Forrest Wang shortening up just a little bit. And now exiting out. Seems that all drivers kind of taking that line in the chase position. Now getting all the way to the outside zone. Now transition into that. Look at that, Forrest Wang. Really good chase job there. Forrest Wang now out front. Can Odi drive? Oh, wow, that's kind of an interesting initiation there. Get duped out with that super duped kit. Can throw some mud on it. Oh, it looks like shredded that back bumper as Odi Bakchis gets into the mix once again. And look at that mud being sprayed in the face of that S14. And Odi right there. They knock over that front clip and now transitioning out. Odi said, hey, I can do this too, bro. Oh, and transitioning through. Oh, Odi using all of the course, Ryan. Slide him left for Wang or right for Odi, or keep in the middle for OMT one more time. Ryan says Odi, Andy says one more time, and Brian says one more time. Go Odi Bakchis and Forrest Wang here on this one more time battle. Odi leads, initiates. Forrest Wang actually about the same time into that first clip, and Forrest Wang throws it out, holds on. Ooh, a little correction there from Wang. Maybe got a little too nuts. Oh wow, Forrest Wang falling back quite a bit. Odi gets there, and that's what I was talking about. That keyhole on that second outer zone. A lot of the drivers struggling, keeping that proximity as they head back down the hill. Forrest Wang right there on the door. A great expectation of Odi Bakchis. The chase position. And Odi drops into formation. Forrest Wang using all of the course, getting all the way out to that rumble strip. Woo! Look at that, both of them sliding in the wet. Really good composure for both the drivers. There it is, the mud on Odi's front end once again. And Odi Bakchis taking that tighter line. Forrest Wang getting out there. A great lead run here from Forrest Wang. Odi goes off a little bit, but allowed. And look at him, just working all the pedals. Oh, contact. He made contact.
Unbelievable.
Forrest Wang versus Odi Bakchis. Slide him right for Odi Bakchis. Supercharged V8 under the hood of Odi's vehicle. James Dean initiates. Odi Bakchis taking a bit of a shallower line. You can see some wavering from him. And James Dean saying, remember, if you can recall Ryan earlier, saying he loves the weather, he's okay with it. Love is a strong word, but he definitely likes it. And there into that outside zone goes Dean. Odi taking that shallower line. Again, it seems to be the broken record. The chase driver having a difficult time to get out to that outside zone, but Odi, no problem getting to the side, and that's where he flourished against Forrest Wang, and whoa, buddy! Competition, and now Odi Bakchis out front, and James Dean, looks like he's spraying glitter all over the place. What's going on back there? As Odi Bakchis now comes up the hill, but James Dean right there. Looks like Odi finds some grip. Look at that, so the track really changing. You can see a bit of a handbrake, and James Dean right there in the chase position, transitions back. And all those points leaders in the top 5 are definitely pulling for James Dean to shake things up. And it looks like James Dean might have very well done that, Ryan.
Oh man, so top 8, I'm not too bummed out, but I made a really dumb mistake following James, and
I don't know, man.
I wish I could do it all over.
You drove like a beast. You were straight bullying people, pushing them around the track.
I had to push them around because I made a mistake there, and then they were pushing me around too.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I gotta go fix the doors of my car now.
Yeah, I bet.
So what happened? You following?
I literally just touched the brakes and I immediately spin. And I'm not like talking like slam on them, like enter. All right, I'm good. I need to slow down, touch the brakes, spin. I spun on my sight lap and touching the brakes. And I told myself, don't touch the brakes following Frederick. And I was going to like, I was too close.
Well, you should be able to touch your brake because that's what allowed me to like really sit up down the hill. Yeah. So I got to go drive your Corvette some more and point out some issues.
I'm like realizing I have a lot of work to do, and I thought that I was making progress, and I'm like way far off. Because watching this dude drive, like my car's not there yet. Well, you drove like a beast.
It'll get there because you understand cars, but you're just building a Corvette. We've been building S chassis for a decade.
I know.
So
old PG was out there killing it, an old girl.
Yeah, you probably wish you could have hopped in that thing for a lap or two.
I'm so pumped for him, but dude, you drove like a beast.
Thanks. Well, I gotta go fix my car. We gotta load up. I gotta fly really early tomorrow, man.
Me too, early flight.
And lots of work. All right, we're done. Atlanta, see you later.